Hello, this is Slate Warrior. We're going to be talking about a new card in the Duelist Advent called Entermate Discover Hippo. I haven't seen very many other channels talk about this card, and I think it has some potential in the metagame, I guess. I don't know, more for fun for me, because I can summon Tyrant Dragon. Okay, yeah, Tyrant Dragon was a card that I liked to use a lot when I was little. But yeah, so basically this card says, during the turn this card is normal summoned, you contribute summon one level 7 or higher monster in face attack position in addition to your normal summon set. You can only get this effect once per turn. That's not a surprise. But what would happen is you'd normal summon this, and then it would, if there's a monster that can be level 7 or higher that can be tributed with 1 tribute, you could just use this. Or if you had like Cyber Dragon from a previous special summon, you could summon, any level 7 or higher monster that you want to normal summon that can be normal summoned, of course. My thoughts on this are this: Mega Monarch support. Konami loves their Mega Monarchs. Granmarg, I guess, he's, as you can see, Earth. And we've also got, I had to look up, I went on Dueling Network forums, right, to check like some rulings on this, because the first time I read this, I'm thinking, during the third card's normal summon, you can tribute summon level 7 higher. I'm thinking like you can just normal summon him and then normal summon any monster without like tributing anything. You know what I mean? It would still be considered a tribute summon, which of course is not the case. I mean, that would be, I don't even think that would be that bad, because then you'd have to play Entermate, Discover Hippo. It could, we've got traps still, but this is Konami's way of supporting older cards, I think, as well as their Mega Monarchs. So it's got 800 attack, 800 defense. It's not going to do anything attack-wise. But anyway, so this is what I found. This is what I figured out. Okay, so it's a beast, all right. And of cards that meet its summon condition here, level 7 or higher, tribute summon. So I'm thinking these two cards here, but especially this one, Behemoth, the king of all animals, because this card reads: this card can be normal summoned or set with 1 tribute. In that case, the original attack of this card becomes 2,000. When this card is tribute summoned, you can return from your graveyard to the owner's hand number of beast-up monsters equal to the number of tributed monsters. So the point of this is you tribute summon with this, and it's a beast. So this thing's effect, once it's tribute summoned, this will be in the graveyard, turn it to your hand, and you can start a little loop there. 2,700 is nothing to, nothing to complain about. So if you have 2 monsters, beasts, I don't know, you got those baby raccoons. If this was a target, that would be pretty cool. I think it should be level 2 or lower. But so anyway, if you do tribute summon with 1 tribute, it becomes 2,000. But like I said, it recycles this. But I mean this. Okay, so ideally you're gonna have another monster to tribute, not necessarily with this, but with your normal level 7. And then you got Evil Hero Malicious Edge, which is the other monster that I knew that could be tribute summoned with 1 tribute. And I'm going to read it on here. It says, if your opponent controls a monster, you can tribute summon this card with 1 tribute. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. So it's a 2600 beater with piercing, which is not that bad. It's Earth, so Redox. I don't know. There's the Elemental Lord. I forget his name, but because those guys, Moulinglacia, but not that one, the Earth one. And what we've got from that is another one that can be tributed with 1 tribute. And the only other one I can think of was Fog King, but there would be no point in tributing that with 1 tribute, even though it can be tributed with 1 tribute, because it can be tributed with no tributes, normal summoned at least, with no tributes. That's the only other monster I could think of that could be tribute summoned with 1 tribute. So anyway, yeah, I was thinking that maybe this is connected to the whole new pendulum summoning mechanic, in that it's Konami's way of re-entering older cards that used to be good, like easier ways to summon them. Because my example is going to be Tyrant Dragon, because I used Tyrant Dragon a lot as a child. And Tyrant Dragon, there's no practical way of summoning. I mean, I guess there's the Totem Dragon card or something that can be tributed for 2 tributes for Dragon, but I mean, nobody's gonna play that. So I'm thinking maybe this would be a little more practical. And anyway, that's the way I'm going to connect this to pendulum summoning, is that pendulum summoning is a conventional way to not necessarily Tyrant Dragon, but to special summon, older cards like Dark Magician that, at least for the ones now, the Pendulum monsters with the scales are 1 and 8. So, Dark Magician, we can special summon them from our hand. If we get a one that's 9, we'll be able to special summon Tyrant Dragon from our hand. I guess here I should probably show you guys Tyrant Dragon. New players will have no idea what I'm talking about, but Tyrant Dragon right here. This is Tyrant Dragon. Level 8, 29, 25. During your battle phase, if your opponent controls a monster, after this card's first attack, this card can make a second attack. Negate any trap effects that target this card, and if you do, destroy that trap card. This card cannot be special summoned from the graveyard unless you tribute one dragon-type monster. So, if you've got another monster previously existing on the field, you got Entermate, Discover Hippo into Tyrant Dragon. It negates D-Prison, other things like that. Negates Fiendish Chain. So, you get your 2 attacks every once in a while if they've got 2 monsters. So, yeah, that's Tyrant Dragon. That's obviously not your best option. I mean, I'm sure there would be stronger. Like, the Mega Monarchs have some pretty good effects, too. But, I like Tyrant Dragon. Alright, so again, I mean, this card is not out yet. It comes out in Duelist Advance. Or, I think the Duelist Advance name got changed, I think. It's called something else now. It's not, it's obviously not out yet, so... but I think it got changed for the TCG. In OCG, it's Duelist Advent, and the TCG is going to be something else. But anyway, there's no rulings for this card over here yet. And once we get some rulings, which I'm pretty sure I was on Dueling Network, I'm pretty sure I explained how you're supposed to use this card in this video here. But once we get some rulings, we can see if it, how broken this card can be. As of right now, it's not really broken at all. So yeah, the best combo that I can think of, Cyber Dragon. Entermate, Discover Hippo into Tyrant Dragon. Alright. Go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. Favorite this video if you want, if you like my discussions. And I'll see you next time, YouTube.